So, how did your family get interested in draft horses?
Well, it started with my great grandpa. He just used them as like workhorses, and then it was really my grandpa who got started in them. He just started like looking more into it and buying all this stuff, and then just started working with them as draft horses.
So, what are some things you have to do to prep a horse like this for show?
So first you have to like wake up early in the morning and start feeding them like at 6 o'clock, and then you need to take them out to the wash rack and get her nice and clean, like make sure her feathers are white and all that, and then you need to do her mane and her foretop and then her tail, and then we have this stuff called show sheen, and you put it on there just to make her like smooth and shiny, and then you really just come up to the show, and then that's basically it.
What are you showing in today?
Showing showmanship, decorating, and 3-year-old mares.
So, how did you get interested in draft horses?
I have been a part of draft horses all my life. I was raised with them. Coming into the Shires, I just fell in love with the Shires and decided that I would be a volunteer. And through my being a volunteer, I became your national show coordinator.
What are some differences in using a Shire or a Clydesdale or a Belgian or some of the other draft horses breeds that make you favor the Shires?
Well, the Shires are, it's just like buying a car. You can say a car and they have a Ford and a Chevy and a Buick, and that's how it is in our draft horses. They're all heavy horses, but they're their own breed. So instead of having a Ford, we'll have a Shire. Instead of having a Chevy, we might have a Belgian. And this week at the Iowa State Fair is the Belgians and the Shires. The Shires are always notably kind of intermixed with the Clydesdales. They're commonly called Clydesdales because of the feather on their leg, but the Clydesdales come from England, and their main factor again is that they are English-bred horses. They've been brought over to the United States. They're the smallest number of registered draft horses showing at most of our shows, but we had a great show today. We crowned champions. The horses in the background was a reserve champion. We had a really good show here at the Iowa State Fair.
What are some things that you're doing to promote the Shire?
Well, we actually have the American Shire Horse Association, which is the backbone to promoting the Shire horses. They have an education foundation that helps to promote and put on schools and different clinics. And our national show is our biggest way to set the breed standards and to show people what the Shires are all about. So here at the national show, the publicity is the best.
What would you recommend to someone who is wanting to get into draft horses?
I would say find a mentor family or a farm that's in your area. Draft horses are dominant in all states. They're not always the typical farm horses that you might remember from your grandparents, but there's draft horses in every state of this great country and in Canada. So find a mentor, find somebody in your area that's showing, and visit with them, and they will guide you in the right direction.